Thursdays, these verses gon' get mean. I take over and be the gang and we grindin'. With the scope, with a beam, I still findin'. Y'all niggas be throwing shade, we still shining. Success is gon' come as our time. Cause we grindin', we grindin'. It's take over Thursday, let me remind them. Cause we grindin', we grindin'. It's take over Thursday, let me remind them. Take over and be the gang and we grindin'. With the scope, with a beam, I still findin'. Y'all niggas be throwing shade, we still shining. Success is gon' come as our time. Cause we grindin', we grindin'. It's take over Thursday, let me remind them. Cause we grindin', we grindin'. It's take over Thursday, let me remind them.
What's going on? It's your boy Little Takeover. This is the Takeover Files. We right here. This is the new Takeover studio, y'all. You feel me? We got a new location on them. Just had to switch things up. We got the new year coming up real soon. The end of 2019. Not only is it the end of 2019, it's the end of a decade. So shout out to everybody who made it through this last decade. You feel me? Right here, I got my man. This man is very multi-talented right here. Y'all gonna see as we get into it, you feel me, all the things that my man do. But we here right now for one of those things, man. He's an artist, you feel me? He's also an entrepreneur, you feel me? He nice with the Clippers too. I had to throw it out there because my boy been getting my way. I know y'all been seeing my waves been spinning up this season. My man S7VAN, man. What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Bro, I'm good, man. How you?
I'm good, bro. I appreciate you for coming on today, first and foremost, man.
Thanks for having me, bro.
No problem, man. So, what's going on, man? How you get the name 7?
I was just coming up with that with me and my team. Just trying to come up with a different name, you know, something intriguing that kind of matched my name at the same time. And the number 7 stuck out. It was easier to put with my original name. And, you know, that's the number of completion and stuff like that.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, man. So we're just trying to do something different, like in every type of way. And everything we do, we try to have a meaning to it. So, yeah.
So what was your original name?
The original name was, first it was Chop, and then I changed it to IRL.
IRL.
And IRL just meant like in real life, because the stuff I was spitting and putting down was stuff that was really happening.
Facts. Why you keep changing names, bro? Like,
I think it's just like, it's about life, man. Life take you different places. So, and then like, if you're really trying to be in the entertainment world, you gotta think about something, you know, with longevity to it. Something that's gonna be a staple that everybody gonna remember. So, I mean, I just feel like this is like another chapter, 7, like a different wave doing a bunch of different things, you know, taking it all the way, man.
So how long you been doing music for, or do you consider yourself? What do you consider yourself?
Artist.
Artist.
I definitely say artist. That's definitely my passion for real. That's what I always wanted to do is, you know, like create art and pictures and stuff that, you know, relate to people.
Okay.
People could take away from it. It might touch somebody's life, or I know it's a lot of times people feel like they're the only ones in certain situations. So like when you put music out there, you know, just gotta let people know that you're not the only one that's going through whatever you're going through, no matter what the situation is. So.
That's real. When did you start, you know, or when did you realize you wanted to be an artist, and then when did you start as far as putting the mind to the paper, the pen to the pad?
I think it was around 4th or 5th grade. I used to be late to school. Like I'm always late with my homework. So like I used to be late to school. It was me and my homie Eric or whatever, and he used to come over, and I used to like write some reps. He was like, "All right, yo, I'm about to go." I was like, yo, hold on, I'm like almost done this bar. Then he leave me. Then he get to school before me, and my rep was done. But I mean, that's when I started. Yeah, I'd be late. But yeah, man, that's what it started. Like, and I think it was just like watching concerts and seeing, you know, like they get a lot of
like a heavy concert boy back in.
Watching them, you know, like that's when the internet first got popular and stuff like that. So like that's when YouTube got popular. Yeah. So I was like watching like Wiz Khalifa Day to Day and stuff like that. When he dropped stuff like that. Like I'm real big on autobiographies and seeing how people live in on their daily life. So yeah, that's what it was, man.
Dang, bro, that's crazy. Cause first, just taking it back, cause when you said the YouTube, you threw me off. Cause like my initial thought was, dang, like I remember when YouTube first got and like
that changed the game for real.
YouTube, it looking back on this, like YouTube gave us experiences through a computer monitor. You feel me? Like we weren't physically there, but you couldn't tell us we weren't there because everything was just broadcasted. Like it's like looking back in Wayne and realize like the impact or the effect that YouTube or it wasn't even social media.
It wasn't
that would bring to us, but like just hearing you start like watching concerts gave you that inspiration, that motivation. You feel me? I'm sure like me for example, I'd be imagining myself like just hosting the biggest concert in the world. I don't know what concert it is.
Yeah.
I just
everybody
see
there
people,
for you. Yeah.
I see it, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I know watching those.
Exactly.
Who you said? Wiz Khalifa. You feel me? People like that just elevated your mind. You feel me?
Man. I remember being in doing Penwood, and remember we did the talent show or whatever, and I performed at the talent. Yeah,
what year?
Wayne Stacks. That was probably like 2010 probably. 2010, 2011, one of those.
If it was 10, was it the year Muhammad was there? R.I.P. my man.
Muhammad.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, that was his. That was that year.
Dang, so that mean I was there. Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I performed me and Wayne Stacks. That's when Lil Wayne had just got out of jail. And he had dropped I think Fire Flame Splitter joint. He dropped a remix, so I did a freestyle to that joint.
Oh, yo, they was the good old days. Penwood, bro.
Yeah.
So you didn't graduate from Penwood, right?
I did. I graduated from Penwood. Before that, I was going to like a little boarding school joint. Then they closed that down, and then I came back home to Penwood because remember I was going to Penwood West. Then that's when I went to the boarding school, then came back, saw all the faces that I used to know.
Yeah.
Everybody got street cred and all this other shit now.
Yeah, bro, things change in a matter of years.
Definitely, yo.
Things change in a matter of years. So what was your experiences like in that boarding school?
Great experience. I met a lot of people, built a lot of independence on my own, living on your own out there for the most part. Like we had like little house parents and shit. Like, that was in control.
Yo, man, that's like college.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bro.
That's exactly what it was. Like built a lot of structure and stuff. I met a lot of good people. Like my brother, Sal's World, he gonna be dropping some music soon too. So yeah, I've met a lot of good people there. Like people that's still in my life to this day. A lot of people became my, barber clients and stuff like that. But yeah, though.
It's that now. You brought up the bar. I don't know. I brought it up, but you brought it up again. So is that where you initially, started cutting hair? Cause yo, when I tell y'all, my man been getting me right, bro. Like, bro, I know y'all be saying the waves. From it's No Shave November, so y'all know every November I don't really get the cuts. You know what I'm saying, but I almost cheated. But you feel me? And I ain't do it.
Almost slipped up.
You feel me? But yeah, bro. So did that experience? Help ignite you feel me?
Yeah.
Cutting hair and that entrepreneurial experience of damn, it's like, bro, you don't got your mom, pop, family.
Yeah. So like, basically, I'm the type of person that like to appreciate things, and I like giving other people that feeling. Like from cooking or whatever to nice haircut that build confidence for them, music that makes them feel good. So I'm that type of person, but that was around the time when like the curly tops came out.
Okay,
so everybody was
so
doing fade the edges and shit like that. So yeah, that's how I started doing it. And then I just brought it home and I wasn't really taking it serious. And then my cousin asked me for a cut because he didn't know I was cutting hair. He asked me for a cut. I started cutting him. And then I took the idea to my brother. And he was just like, yo, like, let's just like start a business off of this shit. So that's where it went. It turned into cuts for me. So yeah, we had a lot of competition and whatever, and we felt like those people that was doing the app, because that's what we was going to do, an app, like a mobile barber type job.
Oh, you talking about while you were at the boarding school?
No, not at the boarding school.
Oh, now.
Yeah, like I think probably like last year, 2.5 years ago, something like that. So our idea was to make like a barber app, like they come to you or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it was other companies out there. And one of them had said that they was coming to Philly, but they was already established. Like, they already got like New York taking over and shit. So we just felt like it was like, a better move to do something else. Like we might come back around to that because that's like one of my passions or whatever. We might come back around to it, but I felt like music was something that we should just go back to. Because it's always, we know that we got the gifts, got the touch for real. So yeah, I just felt like doing music and going back to the music lane would be a good step for me.
And now you say, what you talking about, your team?
Yeah, me and my team. We got June Co. That's the boy behind the camera photography and stuff. Junko photography.
He been getting right lately too.
Huh?
He been getting right.
Yeah, bro.
Promo
Yeah,
for the
man.
last single.
Yeah, he definitely get a lot of compliments on the pictures and stuff like that. You got Stacy Stacks. She my engineer. That's my cousin. Then my other cousin, B-Man Brian Williams. Shout out to all y'all. And Sal's World. B-Man doing like the managing and shit like that. You know, Stacy the mastermind behind the voice. So she taking care of all that shit. Sal's World, that's been my man since day one. Like that's who I met in the boarding school. Right. So we just been doing music since the boarding school, honestly.
Make sure y'all tune in to the Takeover Files, Triple T Shots, Triple T Media, and Press Pause Production. Each and every day, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram and all social media platforms. It's your boy Little Takeover. We got a lot in store for y'all. This is just the beginning. 5 years in the making.
If it was one thing, one last sentence you could say to Nip, or one more thing you could tell him, what would it be, your last word?
Hustle and motivate. That's
Hustle and
it.
motivate.
That's it. We love you, bro. Know what I'm saying? It's real, bro. You touch people differently, man. That's for real, man. That's me talking to Nipsey, man. You touch people differently, man. Like, I said that had to happen to see it, but like people like love him. Like it's not a, like I've seen artists pass away and it's been, but like you just feel different love. Like you feel different love for him. It's you can't replicate that. You can't duplicate that. You can't copy that. You like that's genuine shit. Like that's something you feel. So
we're back with the Takeover Files. It's your boy Lito Takeover, man. Listen up real quick before we get into this last segment. Yo, we appreciate everybody for 2019. 2019 has been another blessing, a year of success, a year of trials, damn sure years of tribulations, because y'all know this was honestly the hardest summer of my life. Y'all know what I'm saying? But 2020, the first year of a new decade, you feel me? Like, Seven, how that feel when you hear that, bro? It's the first year of a new decade. This is 90s babies. This is our third decade we've lived in, but our first that we're really actually able to experience fully. You feel me?
Yeah. So, man, I love it. Man. I love it. Honestly, I just feel like it's time for new beginnings, new faces. It couldn't have been a better time, honestly. Like coming out, doing everything all over again. You know, it's just fresh starts. But you got to think about the whole thing where it's like, yo, we really. It's like a meme going around that's saying something about how we're really going to be the role models or something like that for the next couple years, next generations to come.
That's future.
So yeah. So like basically we got a big role. We got a big role. Like take advantage of it. That's how I feel about it.
So what do you feel like is your, specific role for this next generation, or as a once we take on this entertainment lifestyle persona, we automatically become role models to the youth, because we like to say our demographic is our peers, but realistically it's the ones who are younger than us.
Yeah.
You feel me? So what do you want your legacy to be, or what do you feel is your job or your duty?
I feel like my job is to reach people and touch people, like messages that I put out there, I want to last, and I want people to follow that, and people to understand it, people to gravitate to it, people to soak it up, like I really want to change the world with my music, through music, and then hopefully it lead off to other ventures and shit.
Right.
Like might be movies or whatever, but for now I'm just focused on the music, trying to, change lives, man, and reach out to people and get bigger. I want to be the best rapper out here. I want to be the best artist, honestly, to be specific. I feel like rappers just like too secluded. Can't do enough with just that one lane. And a lot of record companies and a lot of the entertainment business is built off of different lanes.
Right.
So the more stuff you can do, the more profitable you are, more valuable you are, valuable.
So do you want to go the record label lane, or would you rather do independent?
I'd rather do independent right now, but
everybody say that.
Yeah. I'm saying that because like watching different people, different interviews and stuff like that with other artists and the choices that they had to make. Certain people just felt like independent is for them. And then other people, if you want to get bigger, you realize that you might need that big back behind you, which is going to be the record labels, because they're willing to get your face out there, put that money behind you.
Definitely put that money behind.
Depending on where you go in your career, honestly.
I ain't gonna lie, if I was a rapper, In that bag, baby.
For real, yo.
For real, man. I don't know. I would probably look at it like a stepping stone.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, all right, I'm gonna milk them for their money and their contributions, and then I don't know. I don't know, bro. That's just a tricky industry. You feel me?
For sure.
But I say that now, and I'm on my independent way of a takeover.
Exactly.
Turn me
Exactly,
down, man.
man.
From the big picture, man.
You know what that industry like, man? I don't know nothing about it, man.
Nah, I don't know, bro. I'm still learning. But you know one thing I realized, bro, it's like we all say we're following our dreams and we chasing our dreams, but in our reality, we live in our dreams.
Definitely.
You feel me? Like we're real life living our dreams. Like it's always gonna be hardship. It's always gonna be a bunch of just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Quicksand trying to bring us down. You feel me? But like we're really living our dreams. But like you're doing music. You feel me? You cutting hair. You working for yourself. I'm sure you still got other responsibilities, but it's like we can't look at the overall sometimes of everything we're doing and nitpick at different things. We gotta sometimes break that shit in sections. You feel me? It's like shit. I'm working a 9 to 5, but from 7 o'clock to 12 o'clock, I'm living my dream because I might got a show. I might be in the studio. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
So
definitely.
I say that to say, man, how much did you put into this new upcoming project?
A lot. I put a lot into it. Just like the singles that I did before, me and Stacks, we really be in like the studio, like late, like releasing songs, like her putting finishing touches on it, like 4 o'clock in the morning and stuff like that.
Dedication.
Work real hard. Yeah, like I was telling her, Heard I Paint Houses, that's coming out. I was telling her, like, I had the idea for the mixtape only like 2 weeks ago. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be done this joint, like, probably by Friday within the next 2 weeks or whatever like that. And then like it was halfway finished by like Wednesday. And now I'm just trying to complete I think I probably got like 2 more feature slots I'm trying to put on it.
So as of right now, what do you feel like is your best track? I don't want to say best single, but do you feel like it's your best track on the project right now?
Got a joint called No Cap.
No Cap?
Yeah, that joint gonna be coming out. I'm trying to do like 2 original songs on it, and like every other joint is, beats that already been out, like Whoa, the Lil Baby joint, and then Young M.A. Big. I did that beat, did both of those beats. But yeah, I think No Cap, that's definitely probably gonna lead it. And that's going, like that's more of a universal sound. Like that's the type of wave that everybody on right now. So
you more so for this project, you more so using other beats.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So why not go to original then?
I felt like I did a flexing and flashing freestyle.
I like that.
Thanks.
I text you about that. I like that. I like that too. Make sure y'all check out that flex. They came in. Man, listen, bro.
No, it's out. It's
on SoundCloud.
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud.
Alright, yeah. Facts. And it's on the last joint too. Alright, bet. Yeah,
but my fault. Asking a question.
No, you good. It was about just why not go the original route.
I just felt like if people hear me on familiar beats and I slay them Jones, I could grab attention more. Basically like somebody doing a feature on somebody else's beat. They put that new and upcoming artist on there so they can make their statement. So whatever you do with your verse is like, you
gotta come crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like with stuff like that, you gotta make people feel like you could have a good song, you could do the song over, but when once that listener feels like, damn, I forgot this was that song.
Exactly.
You feel me? That's when it's like, alright, I got one.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I feel that.
Yeah, I'm putting like 2 or 3 original songs on there too, so they can get a taste of the stuff that they're familiar with already, and they know what I'm doing with my own music and shit.
Right.
So I feel like a blend or a mix of both worlds would definitely catch the eye.
Look, we're gonna go to one more commercial break. I know I said that as the last segment, but we chopping up, you feel me? We're gonna go to one more commercial break, you feel me? And I'm gonna try to pull some bars out. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see how it goes. Your boy Lito Takeover, man. Yams. We'll be right back.
What's up? We at halftime. It's the halftime show. The Boom Cup Celebrity Pro Bowl Showdown. We got Ricky Ross. He getting it jumping back. Ricky Ross in the building, man. Takeover Files. Halftime show. Boom Cups. Unstale View. The biggest boss out here, man.
Said we taking over. Said
gotta hear first. He's strapping Julian Newman, and he dropping 50, bro. Ooh, kill him.
Two hoes and ride, you better move. Hey, K, I'm dead. Get shut up like Shine, that's on my neck. I'm big like Diddy, damn it.
Do you think you can beat Chris Johnson and Devin Hester in the foot race? Easy?
40, that's it. I'm a 40 man. Anything over 40, they got me. But 40 or less, I don't like nobody.
But earlier we interviewed Dom, and he said in a foot race in the 40, you, Chris Johnson, Dom, you brought somebody. He said he's smoking y'all. How you feel about that?
He got to carry me back in 2006, 2007. He can get it.
Hottest motherfucking midget in the world. Can I cuss? All right. Hottest motherfucking midget in the world. You heard me? It's going down like Bobby motherfucking Brown.
Why you not playing tonight, first of all?
I didn't know nothing about this shit.
We knew she was a boxer after what she just did in the ring. I didn't know you was a comedian now, too.
That's your boy. I mean, I don't know.
Little Terrio, ooh, kill him.
Kill him.
I'm going crazy, real crazy. I'm going crazy, stupid.
Hey, I need a Henny and Coke.
Woo, we about to get it lit. All right, bro. Defensive player of the year.
Yeah, got to. Gotta go get it. Gotta go eat.
So, you know, I'm going to go ahead and accept the MVP trophy right now.
Yeah, I'm presenting it to you.
Thank you. I'm the MVP. The real MVP right here.
Well, this is my third annual event, you know, and I just want to do something, give back to the community and stuff like that. So this is a big charity event, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to be doing a lot of donating, a lot of giving back and stuff like that. So, you know, it's going to be big.
Getting strong the Walk of Fame. Seal the deal, you know?
Nothing is better than that, Joey. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for having me in your city.
Thank you. No problem, man. Glad you're here.
The one and only, Joey Fatah. Takeover Files, Unstealth View, Take 6060. Takeover Files Sports.
We back with the Takeover Files, man. It's your boy Lito Takeover. I'm here with my man 7. You feel me? Y'all been getting to know a little bit about him. You feel me? What's the title of your mixtape again that's coming out?
Heard that you paint houses.
Heard that you paint houses. Why is it called Heard that you paint houses? Like, who are you talking to? You feel me?
So like, it's this movie that just came out or whatever recently called The Irishman.
Yo, yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So it's on Netflix.
I was just watching that, as a matter of fact.
Yeah,
that's the crazy part.
exactly.
That's why. All right.
Yeah. So like, somebody that I was working with, he was saying that that one of the restaurants that's in the movie is actually based around his family's restaurant. Mm-hmm. So he's Italian. He was raised with, you know, around the gangsters and mafia and stuff like that. And he was saying like, the movie is based off of a book called I Heard You Paint Houses. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the movie is about a hitman. So when they wanted somebody to, you know, make a hit on somebody, they call them and like, yo, I heard you paint houses. And be like, yeah, like where it's at.
Nice.
So yeah, I just feel like I'm just gonna kill this joint.
I like. Now that you break it down like that, I like that, bro.
Yeah,
who idea was that?
Mine's.
That was yours?
Yeah, man. Everything I do, like I gotta have a meaning behind everything.
That's fact.
Yeah.
Damn, I heard you paint houses.
Yeah.
So how you gonna follow up after that, bro? Because now it's like every title that you have has to be like something bigger meaning.
Exactly.
And then your name is 7. So a lot of people don't really know the backstory behind that name, but it's a bigger meaning. Yeah. It's from a bigger purpose. Mm-hmm. Should I say, you feel me? Real quick, I definitely wanted to ask, because you spoke a lot about your team, and how important is it? Because it sounds like everybody on your team has a role. Y'all like the Pistons back in, what's that, 07? Or the Toronto Raptors, you feel me? So how important is it for everybody to have a role, maintain their role, sustain their role, and own their role?
Honestly, it's super important, bro. Super important. And it's about timing, as I was saying. You know, everybody, I got this bar and on the mixtape, and it was saying, you know, best legs help me sit on the throne. Had to recruit those. So like everybody that's on my team right now, they all holding it down. And it's not like it's a job for them. Because when it's your passion, you just do it easily. Yeah, so that's how they all are. Like they all, you know, like B-Man, his thing is management. So like he works around people. So he always meeting celebrities and stuff like that. So he be hitting my phone. Yeah, man, I just spoke to such and such DJ. You know, I told him about the music and he said blah, blah, blah. So like that's his thing. His passion is talking and reaching out to people, relating to people. And then Stacks, she just a beast with the air. Like she hear, it's funny being around engineers. They hear stuff you don't hear. Yeah, so like it'd be weird.
That's the art, bro.
Yeah,
I love the art, man.
Yeah, dog. Sal's World, that been my man since day one. So we started writing music together since like fucking 8th, 9th grade, and then we came home and kept writing music and stuff. So like when it comes to inspiration, we both like feed off each other energy when it comes to that. And he sing too, so like that's his thing. He sing and I rap, so we just been doing that. And June Cole, I mean, y'all see his pictures. He doing his thing out here.
Shout out June Cole.
Yeah, we're about to get in the videos and stuff like that. He learning all of that and getting all that down packed so we can hit everybody hard. We about to like take the city by storm for real. So yeah.
All right, let me ask you one more question, man. Yeah. This one I want you to think about this. All right.
Yeah.
What's your message to? Just cause like I don't know if I want to single it out to somebody or make it more of a group type of thing. Because just I try to ask this question, I ask this question after I hear your story and then try to, you know, pick where I want to go with this. So it's more so I want to know to that boy that's one that we going through. He's in a boarding home. You feel me? Multiple talents, but they giving up. You feel me? That group of boys, that kid.
Yeah.
What do you want them to know? How can you motivate them right now? Or how can they motivate themselves?
You're not alone. You're not alone. Kids, you know, all they gotta do is, you know, keep your head up. People not alone. People feel like they alone, but they not alone. And patience, it take a lot of patience. Like a long time, people might feel like that take, like a week or a day or a year or a month or whatever. No, it take years, bro. It took like 6 or 7 years to get to where I'm at. And I don't even feel like I'm that far right now, but you know, like people just gotta keep their head up and like realize that you're not alone. And that's the message that I try to put in, you know, all of my music, that people not alone. Like people going through the same thing you're going through, no matter what the situation might be. It could be, you know, like dealing with a chick or a chick dealing with a guy. I try to be general with all of my messages and stuff, you know, so people relate to it more. So you're not alone, you know.
Talk about that song that you were saying, how the vulnerable.
Like acceptance. People was telling me how they was saying, you know, after I put my last track, acceptance out, oh, I'm making myself look bad or whatever. But I don't feel like that's the case. I just felt like you got to be more open with people or your fan base. If you're not open, then they're not going to feel like they can relate to you more. And that's the main thing that you want. That's how music spreads, you know. That's why it's infectious. So people was just saying I shouldn't have put the track out. You know, I was being too careless. But that's not what it was about. Like, sometimes you got to take that extra step. You know, not trying to make nobody look bad, but that's the situation.
All right, man. I just want to say, first and foremost, I appreciate you, bro. We ran into each other a couple months ago just on the barber tip. You feel me? I saw you. You feel me? Yeah, my man Chris Mack. Shout out to Chris Mack, too, my man. Chris Mack, the Chris Mack Experience.
Yep.
But even before that, I'm just like, damn, bro, we went to school together. You feel me? And it's just like, you threw me a oop with my man LeVan.
Yeah. Man, shout out LeVan Andrews, bro.
Man, Andrews is a hell of a singer, bro.
Yeah, man.
And it's like he got his own swag,
yeah,
like R&B type bull.
Exactly, on that pop tip, man.
Yeah, but you told me about LeVan Andrews, you feel me? Pardon me, bro. Long night. But nah, and just the genuineness, you feel me? The support, you feel me? The growth, just from the first track you sent me to the last ones you hear the growth, you feel me? Yeah. And I just want to say I appreciate you, bro.
Thanks.
Keep grinding, keep doing your thing. Very team oriented, man. Let them know where they can find all your social media, everything.
So y'all can find me on Instagram. It's gonna be the official Swim with 2 M's. And then you can find me, not on Facebook. I was about to say Facebook.
Yeah, I be doing Facebook dirty, bro.
Not on Facebook. You can find me on SoundCloud, S7VAN. All my music on there.
Listen, man, it's your boy Little Takeover, man. Shout out my man 7 coming through the number of completion. You feel me? And he's definitely on his way, man. A lot of great things in store from him and his team. Shout out his whole squad. Shout out our official sponsor for this episode, Yams. Young Ambitious Minds Incorporated. Grab that fall line, grab that new winter line coming up, man. And real quick, the end of 2019, I want to say thank you, everybody who's ever done anything in support of the Takeover Files. If the Takeover Files was in your conversation, talking bad, talking good, all positive vibes, we don't care. We just appreciate being in the conversation. You feel me? Because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be none of these. It's your boy Lito Takeover, man. It's the Takeover Files 2019. We appreciate y'all, just in case it's our last episode. But it's your boy Lito Takeover. I said it like 5 times. Man, I got my man Swim in here. My man 7, the official Swim on IG. Make sure y'all cop up. Make sure y'all listen to all his music. Make sure y'all support, man, first and foremost. We out.
Heard you paint houses, baby.
At such a global level.
You can't keep up with me and be consistent on a daily basis.
Hell yeah, look at him. He act too cool. He act too confident.
To see it come to such reward for all the hard work that you put in and to rise to the top.
Your chain turning your neck purple.
What up, this is KRS-One with the Takeover Files. Make sure y'all stay tuned on this. Realness.